Hey everyone, you here, back with another Dark of the Moon 10th anniversary video review. I always have to stop and think for some reason. But this time we are here with Dark of the Moon Voyager class Optimus Prime. The weirdest Optimus Voyager, admittedly. Of course, now that I think about it, the movie Voyager Optimuses have always looked a little strange. But hey, he does have his mech tech gun. Just push on the back here and get those extra bits popping out. And the Voyagers had, again, their little locking bit that the Deluxes didn't, unless you're Starscream. There we go. Twist that to the left, and it's locked in this, like, super gun position. Just easy undo. Okay, now the figure itself. I thought I had a burp. No, there it is. Excuse me, sorry. Look at all that details there. Classic case of Optimus Voyagers doesn't want to stay close. It is weird that there's like plain silver and then like the shiny silver. And this is what I always thought was weird. He has these like solar panel-esque detailings. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but at the same time it's just a wee bit weird. Got that big open hole in the back of the truck. The trailer port for the truck. Or where you store the gun. His huge oil tanker parts on the side. And not really any detailing on the inside there. There it is again from the top. There is his bottom. And now, size comparisons. Here he is with Studio Series Prime. They're actually almost about the same size. With Studio Series Dark of the Moon Prime, that actually has the trailer. And no, this cannot. Well, I guess it kind of can in a way. There's those two. With Deluxe Class Bumblebee Studio Series, and that's pretty much it. So let's see if I can remember how to transform him. Start by untabbing the big oil tankers. Those just will come out because they're on a ball joint connected to that piece. Just leave those out of the way for the time being. And then just come up here and essentially untab the front of the cab, and then that's just gonna free up the legs. We might as well do those. So just untab those down here. Bring down his feet, and also it'll move this whole chunk out of the way. Now, I will admit, one of the things I really liked about this mold is to kind of lock the foot in place, you just take the back wheels here, bring this part around, and it'll tab in to that tab right there. And it just fits in nicely and locks that foot in. I always honestly love that design. Okay, same thing back here. Bring down, bring it around, and tab that foot in, and then, okay, let's give some more work room here. This little bit is just gonna kind of fold in on itself and create the rest of the leg. And you'll see that it fills in that gap right there, and it just pretty much collapses on itself. Tabs in to the back of the leg. And then just straighten the smoke pipes or exhaust pipes out against the leg, and that's pretty much the lower half done. For the top half, you want to untab it from up here. That's kind of a design the Studio Series took in a way. You can do this whenever, but just lift up his head, bring this little panel up, and it'll just tab in there, locking that in. Then you want to untab these parts from the side. Just bring those back. These will now fold in on the little hinges, just nicely into there. And these parts will fold up and kind of lock themselves into place there, and those will just pretty much sit on the backpack. Okay, now you just want to split the front of the truck open, bring him out on these hinges, just fold it on up, revealing his chest, and then you're gonna tab these parts into where these were tabbed in. That. Straighten out his legs. At this point, the arm will untab from the shoulder. Well, actually, before that, this whole piece slides forward and comes up over the grill. Now you can untab from the shoulder, and this wheel just folds down, then rotate that around, bring it down like so, and same thing on this side. Slide that forward, bring it down, untab, fold that wheel down, and just bring it forward, and there we have Optimus in his very awkward, really very awkward robot mode. Okay, so let's look at the details. You can see that very movie Prime head sculpt. Some nice detailings on the chest. Some nice detailing on the arm. He has molded in fake wheels for the legs. And his feet. He does have these weird kind of rockets on his feet. And these just kind of hang back there. I think they were meant to be like a kind of show his jets for jet-powered Prime. But you know, it's a Voyager, what can you do? There's that light piping. I really should keep that flashlight on hand. And you can, of course, give him his gun. Dang, 30 years later and that's still tight. So he's ready to shoot up Decepticons. And the whole point of these mech tech weapons, other than, you know, they kind of transform on their own, was you can, like, add in other bits of other mech tech weapons. So here's, like, Starscreams, for example. You can do like that, or you can connect these again, so give him his big cannon as well as some swords on the side. Honestly, looking back at it now, the mech tech weapons were kind of like how the War for Cybertron Battle Masters and weaponizers are nowadays. Well, I guess with Kingdom it's fossilizers, but you know. So, let's do some size comparison. Apparently we were zoomed in a tiny bit. here he is with Studio Series Voyager Prime. And I just keep using this one because they're all the same height. Yes, this one's molded different, but they are all the same height, trust me. We'll see that when we get to Studio Series Dark Moon Prime. But yeah, just a wee bit taller. Also, I always thought it was... What part of what makes this very awkward is his legs are at a constant bend. Like he's always like, come and get me. And you can make him straight, but then his, like, you straighten out his legs, but to get him to stand straight they add an awkward slant, so now it looks like he's just awkwardly constantly leaning forward. This Prime just can't catch a break. And here he is with Studio Series Deluxe Bumblebee. See how they work out. Okay, and I almost forgot to do articulation. His arms are on a kind of soft ratchet joint. They can move 360. You got a swivel right there. Got the elbow joint. His wrists are on a ball joint, but they can't really do much when holding the gun. His waist turn 360. I realize that on some of the, not all of them have done waist articulation, but some of them don't even have it, so his legs can go back, or forward that far, and back that far. Do full splits, and you got that very high knee joint. So, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If y'all enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out the links down in the description below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!